Bridgeport is a wonderful little community. We're centrally located in the middle of the Panhandle. We're very thriving. We're very active. We have a lot of wonderful support, a lot of wonderful community members.
I could describe it as idyllic is the perfect word that kind of encompasses the natural beauty, but also the atmosphere of the community members.
I'd say Bridgeport is quaint, small town, like people see on the back of a postcard when in the wintertime. I think that's what this would be.
The people support local, and that's huge when it keeps all of the finances within the community. People are invested in here. A lot of people my age in their 20s, they're moving back home to help, whether that's a family farm or another business. The next generation's taking over.
I got involved with Teammates 12 years ago. There was an opening for an assistant coordinator moving into head coordinator. Bridgeport had been a chapter for 5 years at that time and was struggling a little bit. I was kind of going through some things in my personal life with my son, joining the Navy. Then he was asked to deploy with SEAL Team 3 to Iraq. I needed something to keep my mind and my heart busy, so I wasn't constantly worrying about him. And Teammates fulfilled all of that and more.
I have been in Bridgeport for pretty much my entire life, except for a couple 4 years when I was in the Marine Corps in California, but I came right back. Garrett was my mentor, and he's my baseball coach. He's a super good guy, super consistent. He became my teammate sophomore year, I believe. I like to have a mentor because I was not a very good kid, and having that extra adult in my life to tell me, hey, like, why are you doing this? Why are you making these mistakes? And he encouraged me to straighten out a little bit, going from getting in trouble with the sheriff's office to being bullheaded and going to the Marine Corps. He was a big support.
Teammates fills a gap here in Bridgeport. It involves community with the students, no matter their backgrounds. My Teammates mentee is Chris. Originally, I met Chris about a year ago at our local grocery store. There was just something that clicked when I saw her. I approached Chris one day and asked her if she knew about the Teammates program. And I says, if you would go see Gail at school and sign up for Teammates, I would love to be your mentor. Chris did it right away. She went the very next day, and I was so pleased to hear that. Chris had a really different outlook at that time. She was struggling a little bit. I could tell that she needed a lot of encouragement. I could tell that she needed someone to believe in her, and that maybe sometimes she wasn't really believing in herself. We talked about her future. She was pretty much convinced that maybe she would just work at the grocery store, maybe just kind of get by. I said, Chris, I think that you're selling yourself short. Let's talk about your goals. Let's talk about your future, and let's work on things just a little bit at a time.
I really didn't think I'd go to college at all. I thought I'd just work a basic job at like a grocery store or something, mainly due to my family background. And I really didn't have any idea how to get to college. I didn't know how to apply. I had no idea how to do anything or start anything. My mentor was the main reason I figured out how to do that. She kind of walked me through the steps. She was the only reason I really decided what major I was going in, and really was the main support system for me getting to college.
Throughout the year, things got a little bit more upbeat and a little bit more positive. By the end of the school year, she had been accepted to WNCC, our local community college in Scottsbluff. She'd gotten a Susan Buffett scholarship, which was just amazing.
Teammates actually made it where I got through high school. I didn't think I was even going to graduate high school at that point. My mentor really does care about me. I feel it, and I understand she does. She was a support I didn't have at home. I never had that type of support in my life. I really didn't. I was homeless for about 5 years through middle school, lived in 5 different states. I lost my twin sister in 2020, came from a family of addicts, alcoholics, stuff like that. I never thought I'd have the opportunity to go to college, so it's been great.
Back in '95, I was part of the program when I was an undergrad at the university. At that time, it had started with Coach Osborne with the football team, and then it expanded into Lincoln Public Schools. At that time, you assumed it was probably just going to be around the Lincoln area and the university, and obviously it's morphed into something much greater than it was back then. We have over 60 matches that are part of the police department, the hospital, farmers, ranchers, all walks of life. Teammates is a great fit because of the people who want to give back. They want to be part of the school.
I care about the Bridgeport community. I am a volunteer on our local fire department here. It's important because sometimes I have to call in and say I can't make it because I'm on a rescue call or I'm on a fire call, and my mentees understand. It's just one of the extra duties that I do as a volunteer because I care. And I hope that my mentees see that I care more about people than just myself, so that rubs off on them.
So I've been a mentor for about 2 years. His name is James. He's super athletic, super good kid, kind of bullheaded. I feel like teammates really helps the community. I'm a perfect example. It gave me the push I need to straighten out my life, join the Marine Corps, and then come back and serve the community.
Chris is a success story. Our relationship epitomizes everything that Teammates stands for. It absolutely does. Through Teammates, I've learned that how to be a source of support for someone that needs it. I can't think of a negative conversation that we had all year long, and I feel like this is a relationship I want to continue with her, and I want to hopefully be friends with her for a long time, and I always want to be a source of encouragement for her.
Susanna, I feel like really does care about me. She showed me more care than a lot of adults in my life have. She's shown me how to really take reins in my life and how to make it my own. I feel like Teammates has really affected my future that want to put in the same effort people have put into me. I really want to give back what people have given to me, and becoming a mentor I feel will be the great way. That's why I'm a human services major and why Teammates has pushed me towards that major. I think Teammates is an amazing program, and I would love to give someone the opportunity I was given.
Bridgeport Teammates is on their 15th year. The value that it brings is hoping to show our students now that they can come back to Bridgeport and give back being a mentor or just being involved in the program however they can. I use being mayor to show kids how important civic duty is, whether it's community-wide or countrywide, that you are showing respect to your community, you're helping out where you can, but also your country. If we are lucky enough to be blessed, then we should give that blessing back.